What's going on, guys? I'm Jolly Adam, and today I just want to talk a little bit about Old School Runescape and why I think that it's the best that it's ever been after coming back in November of last year. So, just to give you a little intro to myself, I've been playing RuneScape since about 2009. I took a break around 2017. I think a lot of people, they go through those phases. And I tried coming back a few times throughout the years, but it just never stuck. I would hop on, try training some skills, try getting my combat up, try testing bossing, and it just never was that engaging to me. I think that the way they were building the game for many years was just not appealing to my personality type. Like doing the grinds, I don't mind so much, but like switching from shrimp to lobster to sharks, it's all the same thing. You're clicking on a fishing spot and waiting. But now they have mini games and bosses like this for their skills. So right now I'm training rune crafting. For those who don't know, this is Guardians of the Rift. I'm sure most of you are familiar with it, but Guardians of the Rift is a rune crafting boss where you work together as a team to help power up this big guy while he fights against enemies coming from another dimension. And if you ask me, that really beats out previously just doing like lava runes or astral runes, clickety clacking the same exact route every time. While there's still a lot of grinding included, did I? Oh, I'm not even at a combo altar. But anyway, while there's still a lot of grinding included, each game goes a little differently. Some games you lose because your teammates don't build barriers. Some games you get through really fast. Sometimes you get to make a lot of death runes. Other times it doesn't pop up at all. And at the end of it, you get to like search for rewards. There's a pet. It's a lot more fun. It's a lot more engaging than doing a different rune at a different altar. Oh, let's teleport to Varrock, then go here. It's better. And I think that goes to stand for a lot of the things in the game. They've really taken time to diversify the training methods so that anyone can enjoy it. And if you get tired of doing one thing, there's usually an alternative that isn't wildly less inefficient to the point where it's not worth doing at all. So, like when I was grinding out the requirements for Song of the Elves, I enjoyed it a lot. And I got to learn a lot of the new content by doing that. My next step is going to be Desert Treasure 2. I think I'm 22 quests away from having a quest cape, which like blows my mind because when I was younger, I hated quests. I would never, I don't even think I had like 45 quests done. Like I was pretty locked down to the original areas of Gielinor just because I didn't fucking like quests. And I think that went for a lot of people. But they've kept expanding the storylines and also making the grinds more enjoyable to the point where people are happier to do them. Outside of the gameplay, it really does like blow my mind how big the community has gotten. You can go on any social media site and there's a group of people there that use it every day to discuss RuneScape. You can find content creators, you can just find normal players who just want to talk. And I follow like 50 people on Twitter right now, but if I refresh the page, it's like every 5 minutes there's 80 new tweets to look at. People just love this game. They love engaging with the community, and if you're new to it, it's very easy to just hop in and start feeling like you've been a part of it all along. Of course there's negative people, there's always going to be toxic members of any community, but for the most part people welcome you with open arms. They're very like respectful, very understanding of people, and they love to make new friends. And the devs have made a good effort to keep in mind old players. I think that it's amazing. They've expanded on old quest lines that people love. They've brought back things from RuneScape 3 that people love, like the Tears of Guthix quests and the whole Majorok quest line. And then they've added new quests. There's now a Dragon Slayer 2, a Monkey Madness 2, and then they've recently released Desert Treasure 2. I mean, I have friends who remember beating Desert Treasure on their pier when they were like 12 years old. That's a core memory of their life. That's how good this game is, and they took careful effort to continue that and make sure it's accurate to what it was so that people still love it and people are immersed and engaged to come back. And now I don't want to keep going on too long. This video is not really meant to be 15-20 minutes of me talking. It really is just to encourage anyone who's not playing or has taken a break to hop back in and try exploring some of the new things, because I know it can be overwhelming, but I have a lot of friends who will try to hop back in and they're just doing the same old content. And I think that's why they get bored of it. There's so many new things. Try to play the game as though you've never played it before. Try to learn what the new meta is. Try to learn what your options are, because if you play the old way, I think you'll get bored really fast. But if you engage in the new content and really try to learn it all, I don't think you're going to be quitting anytime soon. There's hundreds of new things, there's new weapons, there's new skilling methods. Everything is different. Old school is not old school at all anymore. The only thing that's the same is the graphics, and even that's going to be getting updated soon. This year they're coming out with an HD client. They're going to be doing a new render engine, and you'll have the option to play the game looking like this without fan plugins. I guess if you're not familiar, this is RuneLite, and I'm using the HD plugin to make it look a little nicer. But soon Jagex will be doing it officially, so you won't have to use an extra client if you don't want to, and you'll be able to enjoy it on mobile. And I think that's it. This video, like I said, it's just to encourage people to play. If you've stuck with me this long and you aren't playing RuneScape, please go download the client, go download RuneLite, and hop into the world. I think Wild Mudkip made a guide recently, and it's about how new players can get started, kind of like giving you a basis knowledge. So if you're new, go check that out. Highly recommend it. He has always made good content. And if you're not new, still maybe check it out. And maybe just check out, Bodhi and these big streamers who are doing kind of everything all at once, because they're like such top tier players, and they're, oh shoot, I dropped my ear runes. And they're trying out all the new methods constantly. And if you go on their stream, you can see what's going on. You can see and get engaged with the community quickly. If streaming isn't for you, maybe check out the subreddit. If Reddit isn't for you, follow some people on Twitter. There's a community everywhere, and it's so much more fun than other games I enjoyed, Please download RuneScape. I want everyone to have as good of a time as me. I'm kind of rambling and talking about nothing, and I'm even messing up in the game, so I'm going to get going. I've been Jolly Adam. I'd really appreciate if you subscribe. If not, just at least play RuneScape. Thanks, guys.